It's okay to attack or kill another player. Now, I'm asking this question not like that you're on one of these massive like PvP servers. I mean like if Jackie makes a world and we're all on it, and you know, I'm not necessarily saying anything more than that. The scenario is we all know each other. We're in the same Minecraft world. We're in survival. Is it okay to attack and kill each other?
I'll say no, but if you have a purpose to it, yes.
Well, what purpose?
Like if he steals your diamonds or something like that, and like you cracked it into something very unuseful.
But nobody likes dying.
Tim, I'll come and jump in. Do you want to do hand raising? Jonah, do you want to do hand raising?
What's that?
Okay.
There's really no IT in me. It's a small school, so I'm just manage the school. That's all.
But in some cases, it's very tempting, which is why
for now,
I feel like diamonds are a little like the ring from Lord of the Rings.
Alright, I unplugged the DS.
How do you mean, Douglas?
No offense, Ryan, but sometimes I've seen you get a little angry if other people take your diamonds, and you like to keep them in your personal chest, and so do I. I like to have my own diamond pick. I like to have my own diamonds. Everyone does. Well, you're lucky I made that.
Yeah, so Douglas is right, and like, so let's think about this. We're protecting a resource in a game that's not even real. But you're right, Douglas. I do keep diamonds in my chest. I don't keep them in
And it results in killing each other in Minecraft.
I don't. Well, that's true. It does. I don't think I've ever killed anyone over diamonds.
Yes, you did. You killed me. You killed me for 1 diamond before.
I never killed you, Kyle.
Yes, you did. When you said I need 1 diamond, so I hit you and you fight me back.
That's not true.
Is it
Yes,
okay
you did. You
have,
did.
Is it okay to have your sword out in front of other players?
Liar.
Isn't it kind of like a threat to have your sword out? In front
No,
of other
well, if
players?
you're fighting monsters together, you might want to have your sword out.
Or if you're killing an animal.
Yeah, but what if you guys are just meeting in the same house or something?
Hey, what
You know, in
happened?
a complete safe house, and you still have your sword out. Is that okay?
I don't know. This is like the classic item show. I'm cool. I have a sword.
Ooh.
For me, holding my sword is the first item in my hotbar.
Me
So that's
too.
just like the one I flip to. When
Just
I'm
kind
not
of
holding
default.
something.
Yeah.
And what?
It actually shows your class too.
What do you mean?
Like so if like you have a wood sword, you're very low
Okay.
class. If you have like a diamond sword, you're very high class.
Oh, well, that, okay. Wait,
That
here's
is
an
just by your
idea then.
armor.
Yeah, but it could also be shown by your sword. Like it might took you a long time to find like a diamond sword, so it might show you a very high class.
Hey,
When
what happened?
are you rich in Minecraft?
There you go.
Should I plug the?
If you have lots of diamonds.
But
Now you say
does
something.
it matter about diamonds, or should you also have a good building at the same time?
Yeah,
Right.
well the
Okay,
guys
so
here.
what? Here's a
Right,
good
pass it.
question, man. When are you rich, and
When are you not?
what
Or when
is
and when?
valuable?
That's
Diamonds. No, not that. Diamonds are not always valuable.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are the
Very
valuable thing in the world.
No, they're not. There's actually one more valuable thing. After you kill the Ender Dragon, it actually drops an egg. Which
No,
is
but
more,
that doesn't do anything good.
actually does. It hatches a baby Ender Dragon.
No,
when you
no,
do
it
that.
doesn't.
It does.
I've heard that it doesn't, but I
You're
don't
thinking
know.
of mobs. The Ender Dragon
No.
is completely useless. It's a decorative.
Ryan.
Nope.
It's a decorative trophy.
Yep.
Ryan.
Like
Yes,
you go to the
right.
end, there's actually it drops an egg.
Yeah, there's an egg.
It's just a really
What?
rare. It's not
I
all
said.
very greatness.
What happened there in the middle?
It's kind of cool to have this decoration.
And how you
Yeah,
said
yes.
in my
Yeah,
ass.
there's only 3 in a given Minecraft world.
I ain't gotten one.
Can you be
Three?
rich if you have a bunch of stuff
At least
that
three
you'll never
strongholds.
use? Like stuff that's just for decoration. Does that count as being rich?
Look a classy home.
Well, in real
Yeah,
life,
like,
it
for
counts
instance,
as being
having
rich.
a classy home. Does that count as being rich?
I have a very
Or-
classy home, but that doesn't mean I'm rich.
Is it having like valuable enchantments and swords and armor that makes you rich? Okay.
I think-
Can I say something?
Yes, Timo.
I think the what is valuable is non-renewable resources that aren't just like dirt. Because dirt is
So-
a non-renewable resource.
What do you mean by non-renewable? Like diamonds because you can't farm them,
Yes.
or like gold because you can't farm it?
What's
You can farm gold.
You can.
Zombie pigment.
Oh, because they have gold armor.
Same with
No, because they have gold. They drop golden nuggets.
You can farm iron from iron golem, but I don't know how to spawn them.
And
How do you
zombies.
even
If you have enough doors and enough villagers and a water stream, it'll spawn a iron golem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've seen contraptions like that before.
So is diamond and emerald and lapis the only thing you can't farm?
Actually, I think you can farm lapis. I don't know.
No.
You can farm emeralds off of
Yeah,
villagers if you
off
get
of
a good
villagers.
villager combo.
Yeah,
You
like a
can,
wheat farm or a coal farm.
Like if you get like a villager that
They're
buys wheat and then you buy wheat for cheaper from another villager.
Believe it or not,
Then
coal
you
is
can
a
farm it, I think.
non-renewable resource.
Good point. Yeah. You can't farm coal. I didn't think of that.
It's really easy to find those.
What about
They're
redstone?
Kind of like you can't farm dirt.
Is renewable because it drops from witches.
But you can't have a witch farm, can you?
No, you
Luca
can't have
had
a witch
one.
farm.
How do you do that? Is there a witch dungeon?
Well, here's the funny
Witch
thing.
traps.
I didn't actually get a witch farm. I just spawned witches in there, and then I have these arrows that shoot out at them by clicking a button, and then I kill them, and then it goes into a hopper and enters a chest.
Witch huts normally spawn witches.
Hold on.
Witch
Luca.
huts cannot spawn
Sometimes.
any
Not right.
more
But when you go to the huts, you almost never see the witches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yourself?
1 second.
Usually they're just walking around the swamp.
There's slime farms.
You know there's slime
Becoming a
farms?
sticky.
It's not that they spawn witches, it's that only
Sorry.
witches can spawn there. So basically they spawn witches because the chances of them spawning is pretty high. Only witches can spawn there.
Wait, is it? I have a question. Is it very rare
Okay,
chance
go
that
ahead.
you can find like a chest with something in a witch farm? I mean, in a witch hut.
There are never chests. There are cauldrons, flower pots.
Oh, so
and,
579.
Throwing stance?
no.
I did not make these crumbs.
Okay.
So we're saying that unrenewable resources. So I've heard diamonds.
I found
4
those.
hours. Gold.
Coal? No, gold's
Oh yeah, no,
Oh.
gold can be farmed.
No, I know another thing that could be farmed. Potions.
No,
I
but it's really not about whether it's a non-renewable resource. or
And
not.
Tommy, you said like good equipment, right? Like good, like enchanted
Okay,
armor,
so-
Yeah.
swords and stuff
It's
like that.
likely.
I'll
It's
call
not-
that
it's not gonna
advanced
be going.
equipment.
Yeah.
It's likely it's
Can
gonna.
I
be
say
out
like
before
what
the
you're
end of the day.
trying to say?
Can
Yeah.
I finish that?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, were you still going? All right, hold on, Kyle. You go next.
But the thing is, it's not really about whether or not the resource is renewable at all. It's whether or not it's renewable for you at your point in the game.
But
Right.
wait, guys, what happens if you don't
Alright,
have like
thanks.
all these things, but you're a very good player? Like you just live in a dirt hut, but you have like a really good player. You're a really good player.
Well, you know,
I do.
pros don't live in dirt huts.
Images online.
But what happens is like you can't really find anything in your world.
And dig in somewhere.
That it's only supposed to be
Dig inside a little mountain and
But what happens if you do not need to dig in somewhere? Like you're just a good player as it
Oh,
is.
can I say my question now?
Kyle. Just be patient.
He's saying it should be resolved in 2 to 3
Because the discussion has turned now from just killing to what's valuable.
If you have nothing, like just
there
like what
stuff
what
you can skip
items
to
and
and
stuff
do
like that.
today. Internet, let's see.
Go ahead, Phil.
Like, well, you don't have to. The thing is,
Some people, they don't really care if they have a nice house and they just want to get the resources ASAP.
Right, because remember what we did in No
But you
Cheats.
still have a diamond sword.
We live
and a
underground.
diamond pick and have a million diamonds and have 3 iron farms.
That's another thing that's valuable. Is a good cave.
I really hate the bugs that, like, in every single world, you lose, like, every single thing in your inventory. Everything in the chest, everything in the like everything in the hoppers, you lose everything. Even the chests and the mine shafts and the dungeons and that you haven't even found yet. Those are everything left the chest. I hate that.
When do you lose them, Luca?
I don't know. It just bang. It sometimes happens when you update your version. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just bang. Everything lost. And in my best survival world called Random Survival, me, my friend, and this other kid, their brothers, we both have amazing stuff. But I lost everything. Everything in our chests are gone. All of our eyes of Ender are gone. And everything.
Okay. Here's a feeling that we've all had. How does it feel to lose everything in Minecraft?
Oh,
bad.
Oh,
Oh
like when
my
you fall off a
God.
cliff into lava with everything you have.
That happened to me. I had diamond
Dash or
sword.
something.
Wait, once I lost part of my house to a creeper. Well, 2 creepers.
Go ahead, Tim.
I'm so
We're on
This
jump in.
happens when you migrate from the snapshot back to a reverted version because the snapshot changes the way item IDs are stored. It changes it to strings instead of numbers. So, for example, TNT wouldn't be ID 46, would be ID TNT. So then, when all these things have IDs of TNT, the game's like, what?
What is
That's
that?
not a number. I'll just get rid of that.
Cool. Thanks for explaining that, man.
And
But
I
like,
see what I'm waiting for a long time.
yeah.
Kai.
So we were talking about before
Just like,
if
can
it's.
you let Kai speak for a second?
I'm going to, because I'm bringing it back to what he wants to ask. So before we were talking about, is it okay to attack or kill another player? And it sounded like most of you guys said no, except if like someone wrongs you. Okay,
well,
so that's
even then, it's still not the politest thing.
Right.
If they kill you, you might, and they steal all your stuff, you might want to kill them to get back in the room if they don't give you that.
right. So
We
then Kai had
are
a
the
question. Scott,
champions.
please. Then Kai had a question based on that. Go ahead, Kai.
What happens if you're in the middle of a giant battle with a whole bunch of zombies and safe race, and then you're in skeleton, and by accident, one of your friends have two hearts, and you had a diamond sword. By accident, you hit him in the battle, and after he dies, and then after your inventory is full, the zombies pick it up, and then.
You can get it back from the
I
zombies.
think it's okay to kill somebody on accident if you don't pick up the stuff.
I don't think that'd be happy because then he'll get angry and kill
I guess they can still lose XP though.
Because that guy, because the other player reacted and killed him, could take his XP, and then he'll get angry and kill the other guy and take his XP because.
Well, you can say that after they give you back all the stuff and say, half your XP still there, I won't take it unless you want me to, so it doesn't despawn.
The thing is, it's all about if you would have died anyway.
Which
One, and two, Kai, carry a water bucket on you.
Yeah, I mean, I've accidentally killed Kai when we were fighting mobs before because I was trying to hit a zombie that was right next to him and accidentally hit him.
It
But
was
I mean,
he had a diamond
so
sword
let-
and chance.
Okay, so let's say if Kai's situation happens and you accidentally kill somebody and all their stuff is there, and let's just say we don't have keep inventory on, so what's the best course of action?
Hey Ryan,
You
can I
wait for
tell
them
you
to get their
something?
stuff back.
Unless it's really far away,
Protect it.
because then they might despawn, then you might say, alright, I'm picking up your stuff, is that okay? If they say, I'll try not to get your XP, but if I do, is that okay? You might have a chance of it despawning if I don't.
Right, but I mean the stuff, so what else could you do with it?
You can put it in the chest.
XP doesn't really despawn. What you do is get a hopper, put it into a chest, so you won't confuse your stuff with his stuff. And then put it into a double
That's
chest.
what I did with my friend.
Wait, you can use a hopper to collect XP?
No, but XP doesn't really despawn.
Oh, so it'll just lay there until they
It
come back?
That happened to me
It gets
once.
like half when you die though.
Right.
Something.
Yeah, you lose a bunch of it.
Yeah, because I remember once I died in hardcore mode and my friend couldn't find me, and then I still had the screen on so he can play because I was hosting the world, and then all my stuff was like right there and XP was flowing around me, and then finally everything despawned, but I saw my XP still was there. Can I tell a story, please?
Once when I was playing on my world, you know, like remember the world that I
I'm going to have
showed you,
to
like my
slide.
ginormous house with the pool on top of it. Once, so I was trying to get out of a pool of water because I was drowning. So I placed the TNT and lit it on fire. And lit it, and I didn't know, and I forgot that I put TNT in the tower right next to me too. So everything exploded, but I lost most of my stuff. But get this, my XP was still there, and I got all my XP back.
How much did you have?
Can I
Did
tell
you
you
take
to
it
go
to
now?
I was going after him.
I was on level 3.
Did you make it in survival?
I did part of it in creative, but like most of it I gained in survival.
Okay.
But like I switched to survival after I was done making the building because I didn't want to take like 3 years to make the whole entire. What?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk.
Tell them the story.
I don't understand.
Once
Which
in
story?
Amphilia has 3 levels is the mark where it's
Can I
still
help you?
Which story?
Can I just ask?
When
Can I tell a story?
Yeah, let
So
let Luca ask this question and then.
Do any of you guys have chargers for MacBook Airs?
I do.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
Why is
I've-
that relevant?
I need it for a little bit longer, and then I'll give it to you.
Is
Okay?
Logan coming today?
I don't know, man. He should be, but I haven't heard from his mom.
Okay.
Jackie, did you have a question too, man?
Well, Kyle should tell a story first.
Okay. First, remember Ryan when you took my stuff back to the house and put it in my room? When Ryan got off the computer and left it on land, someone probably took my stuff out of the chest.
I wasn't on it.
All right. Well, he's
That
not
could have
accusing.
been No, and I had a diamond stored and diamond
Who took
inside
the
of it.
stuff?
Someone took the stuff. Maybe some of it despawned before
It's in a chest.
It's in the chest. It wouldn't despawn.
Wasn't
No,
it kept some
before
stuff in a
Ryan
chest
found
for a
it.
week?
It could have despawned some of it.
No, but I found it all, and I
Did you get
instantly.
my diamonds? You found all
Yeah,
of it.
Scott, stop
Did
it.
you get my diamonds?
I'm a
Yes.
cannibal.
But what I'm saying is,
Someone took my
it
diamonds
couldn't.
and my
You please
diamonds.
don't bite me. Go ahead, Jackie.
Well, like, is it okay to kill people in a prank if you give them all their stuff back? Like one time, Jer had put an iron block down and said it was a gift, and I went over to go break it, and when I break it, I hear the sound of TNT,
And it
and
exploded.
then I
you?
blew up. I got all my
Yeah.
stuff back.
Oh, that's a
but
mod.
the side of my mountain got blown up.
That's a
Did
mod.
you have a lot of XP?
I don't know.
What do you guys think? Is that okay?
Yeah.
But that's actually a mod. It's a prank mod.
It's
Wait,
not.
if he got exploded by
Jared did it
TNT, then
completely
there was a
legit.
chance that
Like,
all
Timo
the
said-
stuff would have been
Timo
exploded
said
with him, right?
That I don't know. Does TNT destroy your stuff?
No, not if it all blows up at the same time and it kills you. As long as the TNT doesn't blow up
That
your stuff and
reminds
it blows
me.
up you.
So if
Never
you
ever
died and then
breathe
your
into
stuff was there and then the
somebody's house to
TNT
sleep
blew
and
up,
not
I
die. Am I
died
telling
from
you
a
this?
fall. It blew me back. And I
So,
died from a fall.
never brief into somebody's house to sleep.
Why did I tell you that?
what to him?
I'm gonna always do it now.
Alright, so never break into a house to sleep inside of it, because if you do, you're gonna get banned because they're gonna find out who griefed it on the server. Why am I telling you this?
Because you griefed the house
Did
and
you
then
do it
you
once?
slept in it.
I got banned.
Oh,
From
sorry.
who?
Because he griefed
So
people.
banana.
And then I also got banned for cursing. They put me in jail in Ben's server, and then I kind of was like so mad. I'm like,
All right. So actually, this is a good question, Luke. I'm glad you brought up grief.
I like to twerk.
Why?
what the
Do
heck?
people grieve?
Yeah.
Because they want to be beat.
And what counts as
I said I
griefing?
did more than that. I did do more
Okay.
than
Yeah.
that.
First of all, because I'd never heard this term until yesterday. Can someone define this for me?
It is somebody who harasses another,
Online?
harasses or irritates another player on a online
Great.
multiplayer game.
It basically can't be in real life. You can't grieve
It's
someone in real life.
it's considered breaking somebody else's stuff,
And it's frowned upon.
and no one likes it when you do it.
Some people.
I've actually looked up the
I
definition
shouldn't have
of
told you
what
that.
was it.
I think it's like it can be a joke sometimes to people. It can be funny for people and then mean to others. And it's just
There's a whole culture on servers where it's kind of like lots of ganging up and swearing. In some servers.
I know just how to make endless cows. You just continue breeding them, wait for them to grow up. And
Alright.
once I don't know how.
Really irrelevant.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on, Luke. I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to ask Douglas something. So that you feel like on the actual Minecraft servers, there's a culture of like
Yeah.
people ganging up
And at
on.
some point there's a thing where it's called haunted.
I did
Where
that.
haunted chase you. And there were like people who were hiding from the haunted and were actually like trying to be mean to a haunted. So I kind of hanged out with the haunted and they wouldn't kill me. So
I got two things. Like me and my friends, we kind of like we find a server. Like we just all find a server that we can grief on. We don't care if we get banned on it, which we've never gotten banned. Even though people lost, it's like that server's already grief. And we team up on people, you know, like when we're playing PvP and stuff like that. Like let's see, Super Craft Bros. And then the second thing is, yeah, that was the second thing.
So
And wait, and then once I saw a chicken actually, and that chicken, somehow, like, I trapped it in a mine and everything, and I went down the stairs in the mine once, and then I just saw it getting killed, and it died. I didn't even hit it. It was just really weird. I think it was just under there for too long. But the cows didn't die.
I think we gotta stay on topic. Because we kinda
Yeah.
We drift a little bit. Timo, you want to bring us back?
drifting a lot.
Now the question is it allowed to kill your teammate if you're teaming on a PvP thing?
Yes,
When
after
only
you-
one can win.
Oh, so it's like
well-
Hunger. So it's like Hunger Games
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
Like sometimes me and Logan play Hunger Games together, and we team up unless we're the last two people left, then we fight to the death.
Yeah, that's what I do on Supercraft Bros. Like, once there was this noob, and I'm, like, fighting him, like, kill, 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 and then 1 minute later, wait a minute. Is that it? Is it only the three of us now? It was kind of funny. And then it was down to me and Kai, and I lost.
But you guys fought each other though?
Yeah, we were close to winning. Me, Kai, and Oren.
I don't know, Timo. I think like I would just choose not to play in that kind of situation. Like I like to play survival mode when we're cooperating and that no one's killing each other. But that that's just what I like.
And that's a problem because if one person doesn't agree with that system, the whole thing falls apart.
Yeah, that's true.
And stuff gets taken, and then you'll have to kill, and then.
So
stuff back.
Minecraft, actually, this reminds me of something, Jackie. I'm gonna give you a second. Minecraft kind of reminds me, like the state of Minecraft when you get into it. You guys ever heard of this before? Ever heard of this term? State of nature.
Sort of.
I don't think so.
So there's a lot of like philosophers that have written about that, but the state of nature is sort of like thought of as some sort of pre-societal human condition, like the way humans lived before we had, big societies with like law books and rules and jails and penalties and consequences. It's just sort of like every man for himself, sort of. And then what happens is you start making agreements with people. Like you might say, "Hey Douglas, I have these wooden sticks. And I see that you have a crafting table over there. Like maybe we should make some wood tools. Because it's almost nighttime and we're gonna get attacked by mobs."
Alright, but first I need some diamonds.
Right, and so you see, and that's how you sort of like emerge from that state of nature. But I think when you start a new Minecraft seed, you're sort of in that place. Alright, so I actually have this is perfect because my next question was like in Minecraft I want to know if you guys think it's a game more of competition or cooperation. So
Well, it depends. If you're playing PvP, it's definitely competition. If you're playing
against-
single player, it's competition against the thing. I think against
But
the
there's
computer.
also a lot of cooperation in PvP,
Yeah,
like
but-
faction servers or whatever.
I kind of think it's competition because we have to go slay the Ender Dragon, and to do that, I like to slay the Ender Dragon and the Wither. And if I want to achieve all my achievements in hardcore mode, which I'm probably going to do, my friend's going to do a series on that and on YouTube, and I think that we are going to try to slay the Ender Dragon and the Wither in hardcore mode and achieve all the achievements. And like that's what I usually do. I just get wood pickaxes, mine some stone, get cobblestone, make a stone sword and pickaxe and everything. So I just like thinking it's competition because of hardcore mode. When we're slaying the Ender Dragon, we have to go kill some blazes or Ender Dragon.
do you think it's more fun for you as a game of competition? Luca?
Yeah, when you have to go kill the Ender Dragon, that's what I'm basically trying to do.
Okay.
That's not really competition against. Do you mean competition?
I mean against other
players?
people, yeah.
And I'm never gonna run out of nether wart. I have like more than a 60 per stack of nether wart. I just have a nether wart farm. Sure.
He's just saying he gets
Yeah,
he
I
gets
get
what
it.
you're trying to say. It means the connection's not too good. We're having problems with it, man. You talk to Thomas, he's trying to figure it out.
I
Come on,
think
you
it's
wanted to,
more on the cooperation in some things. Competition.
Yeah.
I mean it's
Like
it's
the
about
competition for
both.
diamonds.
When you
That's
say
that's That's the big competition.
Usually I play by myself without other friends, but when I see them, I get together in a survival world. Of course, I lost all my stuff and that, but we're gonna create a new one.
Yes, we get it. You're playing all survival worlds.
But no, wait, Timo, what you just said a second ago, it depends on how you set up the world, right? So let's think about for a second how we set up hashtag no cheats.
Hashtag.
Do you remember the first day? So the first day that we played hashtag no cheats, Douglas, Timo, and I.
No, the first day, I wasn't there. And
You
then,
weren't?
like, the 30th day when everyone else had diamond picks.
No,
I
he
joined.
did that.
No, actually we had iron picks.
So-
No, he did join
He
me
joined
at iron
later.
picks, and I got him an iron
No, you
pick
did not say
and gave him an iron pick.
Douglas and Ryan were the only two other players that diamond picks.
No, we didn't. We found it just after you joined.
Yeah, but Douglas, who started originally? It was you, me, and who else? Or was it just you and I? Okay. And so, but then the reason I brought up Timo is because Timo made this room with a bunch of chests, and the ceiling was entirely crafting tables, and there was a furnace and another crafting table outside of there. But why I think that was important is because you set up a community chest, right? Those chests didn't belong to any one person. They were organized based on the stuff in them.
We had a good CDM with our personal chests and our community chests.
And then we sacrificed our personal.
Didn't he try to hit me?
Oh yeah, we did. In the end, we did sacrifice our community chests. Whoa.
Can I use your charger now?
Well, I'm just gonna close.
He's on it right now.
Did you get hurt?
No.
Jeremy, come here.
Come here,
Jeremy. Come on. There you go.
What are you doing to me?
He's holding you like a baby. Here, don't fight.
So can I use your charger now?
Yeah, just unplug it from there, man. I don't know. Use another room. Abby's gone in the game room.
But who was not
I don't know, man. We're trying to do philosophy. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go, dude. It's plugged in down there. All right. Sorry for that interruption. So, what was I talking about? Oh, the shared chest. So you guys actually gave up your individual chests?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because at some point Timo said, "Hey, I don't have an iron pick. Could I use yours?" And I was like, "Sure." And then basically we just gave up our turkey.
Can we restart the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So, and you guys made an agreement that you were going to share all your stuff then.
Yeah.
And now, would you say after that the world went better, worse, or it didn't really make a difference?
I just think it made budget difference.
I felt like it was way better because Dougie would like keep the shears in his personal chest or something, and I'd be like,
You need to ask him before you would.
yeah, and like, and
I'll see ya.
The black one, big one. All right. Go ahead, Jackie.
Well, is like sometimes when people are cooperating, like in other game I play, people cooperate, but then they think about too much about winning and they start blaming their teammates, right? And then it turns into a competition with the enemies and your team, and it's.
Right, so you end up, and that's less productive, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to be as good and get as much stuff if you're fighting with your own teammates.
that's basically like a free-for-all match in Super Smash Bros.
It's basically like a team which doesn't work together. Like remember when Kai and Scott teamed and like other people weren't teamed.
Yeah, but
They didn't really get together.
but the thing is, like, when you throw a beam sword or something,
You can hit a teammate.
yeah. Just
Well,
like
actually,
when
you know there's a
share
setting
or
for
Minecraft.
team attack off, just so you know.
No, but in free-for-all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's kind of like how when Scott and Kai were a team. Yeah.
Oh, right, and then they ended up fighting by the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, because he took his life.
And they had to give up a controller, and they
They were fighting over who.
Then they competed over who had to give away the controller.
Right.
It should be by who has the least kills, but then if they have the same kills.
And whoever survives longer. Okay, so
Then it's
I
like,
had-
okay, wait.
I had 2 more questions I wanted to move on to. If you guys are still in competition cooperation, we can stay with that. But I have like kind of a different direction I want to take it in.
Okay.
All right, so in Minecraft, first I want to just like get a list here. I want to get a list of all the foods that you can eat.
Steak,
Apple,
rotten flesh, pumpkin,
bread,
and pumpkin pie. I mean,
spider
can we
eyes.
do logs because there's like tons in the Hobbit.
No,
No, I just
that's
want
too many.
vanilla. I just want vanilla. So
Oh,
steak, rotten
vanilla.
flesh,
Spider
pork
eyes.
chop.
vanilla.
Carrots,
Bread.
potato, rotten potato,
Cookies.
cooked potato,
And baked potatoes.
poison potatoes.
Spider eyes.
You can eat spider eyes?
Yeah, but they're not worth it all.
They're
Poison
poisoned, right?
potatoes.
Yeah.
But
But you
it
can
gives
eat
you
them.
like one hunger. Poison potatoes.
It's not worth whatsoever, but worth.
I already said poison potatoes.
You just keep it for potions.
Yeah, that's the only
Um,
reason.
pork chop,
Did you do baked
chicken.
potato?
Fish, salmon.
Are fish and
Puffer
salmon
fish.
different?
Yeah.
Oh, you can get
Watermelons,
Puffer
pumpkin
fish.
pies,
Oh yeah, puffer fish is not worth it, but it's
Cookies.
hilarious.
cake, cooked
Salmon.
fish, cooked
What? No.
apples.
Puffer fish.
Cookies, cake.
What are we counting?
Oh, goldfish.
No, you can't
Or-
eat them.
no,
Golden
clownfish.
apple.
You can't eat- you
Golden
can't eat
apple,
clownfish.
golden carrot,
Clownfish.
notch
Clownfish.
apple,
They're just a decoration.
Yeah, I think
Can you eat clownfish? I don't think you
mushroom stew.
You might
You can, but
be
you
able to. I
can't
think
cook
it's
them,
like
and they
one
give you a
heart.
really little bit,
Yeah, I think it's
Are
like
there-
one heart.
and they just look
Huh.
pretty.
Is that it?
And golden carrot.
You
Carrots,
can't
I'm
eat
just gonna put
You
all.
can't eat golden
What's
carrots,
in-
can you?
And I know that's
can.
bought.
I think they're a little bit toxic.
Green apple.
Oh, did you get golden apples?
I'm just putting all types for
Okay.
apple. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second. Okay.
Wait,
So we
put
got
down bread.
steak. Oh, I didn't put down bread. Thank
Did you get pumpkin pie?
No.
Chicken, pork. Yeah.
There's also the cooked varieties of most of the things you
Lamb.
put down.
Yeah, I know. I just mean like the actual stuff that you're gonna eat. I understand that raw chicken and cooked chicken are 2 different things. So let's see. We got steak, rotten flesh,
No,
pork
it's-
chop.
Then don't call it steak, call it raw beef. Beef.
You already put down cookies, right?
Whoa,
Yes.
beef
Is that it?
is another. I think that's a mistake.
Is that it? Is there any other vegetables besides carrots?
Potatoes?
Potatoes?
Or
Vegetable.
Yeah, potatoes. I think that's it.
Okay, now my question.
My friend who's a vegetarian eats meat in Minecraft.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted to ask you about. So, like, what does it mean to be a vegetarian in Minecraft? First of all, let me put this question down. Just think about that for a
idea in
second.
Minecraft.
Well,
because
meat's
lots of
just the
meat.
better food in Minecraft.
Good. That's where I'm going for here.
It sustains so much better. Plus, meat farms are so much better with cows. They supply leather, and chickens supply feathers, and that's like the only way to get them.
I think there's
For both
pig
of those.
farms.
So you would say, Timo, would you say it's easier to be a meat eater in Minecraft?
Okay, no. I am arguing with Jackie.
Oh.
Meat is not necessarily better.
It
It
feeds.
restores more hunger and more saturation than vegetables. Let's think about, for example, melons,
Melons
and
are really good.
cookies.
Melons are really
Carrots
bad.
and melons just got nerfed, I think, or maybe just carrots.
What did they do to
No,
carrots?
just carrots.
They got rid of like a half a hunger from it, or a whole hunger.
No,
So we
it's
only
bread
get one?
that got nerfed, dude.
No, and
No,
carrots.
yeah, and
No,
carrots.
melons are not
No,
good.
carrots give you 2.
No, they were nerfed to like 1.5.
Yeah, they were
Brian,
one.
you're
They
charging them
still give you 200.
Oh, sorry, dude.
I think.
Well, I think it depends how far you into or how far you are into
Well-
the game. If you're farther in, I think you should have a meat
The
farm.
only
But
way-
if you're not that far in, you should have like a wheat farm.
The only way to get books and
That's-
leather armor is from cows, and feathers are arrows. And you need, you can have a skeleton farm, but those are 2 resources you can get from those.
Alright.
Because vegetarian just means not eating
Go.
meat or.
The thing is, melons and cookies give you 1 hunger, which is a very controllable amount. So the thing is, you can still eat one at 1 hunger down.
That's a good point.
So you're saying you don't have to like wait until your hunger's down 4 and then you need to cook pork chops.
When you eat a cooked pork chop when you're at 1 hunger, does it overstack or not? Because sometimes I feel like it does, but it doesn't.
Well, I don't know that
No,
for sure.
no,
I don't
no.
think it does.
What happens is,
It's not. It's the same one I have.
food gives your saturation 2 instead of just under. So when you eat and you're at like half a hunger down, it still will give you the saturation and half a hunger, but the saturation isn't nearly as much as the amount of hunger bars it would fill for.
I see.
Huh.
Well, okay, so a meat farm. You're saying a meat farm actually can provide you with more than
Resources.
right because you don't just get the meat.
Wait,
get the
are you
other stuff.
considering vegetarian just not eating meat or not killing animals?
That's also a good question. That's my second part. So, do you guys ever feel bad for killing non-hostile mobs?
Sometimes,
Killing
yeah.
I never
pigs
feel
and
bad.
sheep
I never
and
feel
shit?
bad. I'm like, die, stupid pig.
But sometimes I just want.
And my
The
little
only
cousins.
time I
Meat is
consider not
better
killing
for you
them
than
is when I want to make a
My
farm.
first thing when you start
You
to
wanna
buy
make a what?
A farm of them.
Alright, Jackie, so
What I
you
feel worse is when I kill a baby chicken or a baby pig because they don't drop anything and there's no reason to kill the baby and you just do it because you can.
right.
I have a really good design of a wheat farm. Like you can make a ginormous wheat farm
This
and
is philosophy, not wheat farm.
I know, but I'm talking about like
But do that at Minecraft course, Colin, Lucas Ideas.
like to be a vegetarian. You basically it's better kind of to eat meat because you can heal more hunger and you can also
You have more choices, right?
the only time when it's good to be a vegetarian, like if you have a big wheat farm and you can click a button and then water runs down and puts into a hopper and then ends up in a chest. You can take all that wheat, turn it into bread, and then make some good stuff.
Alright, well, could you try to
That's
stay on
really
philosophy
not
topic?
He was saying that he was on topic there. I'm not gonna.
The
I'm
only
not gonna
mob for
flag
me
him.
that makes me feel bad is horses.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
They
they don't
like
eat-
feel bad.
Yeah, doesn't that sound creepy?
Oh yeah.
I love killing.
I actually don't
Do
know.
they drop
I always when
What'd
they
you say,
get
Jen?
killed, I
I
still
should
have
drop
nothing
nothing
else.
20 of them to get
Isn't there horse?
Yeah, the first time I killed a horse because I was making bookshelves, right? So I was like, oh, I need leather, and it's just like, man, that sound creeped me out.
What's the
But I
sound?
love when I
It's
kill
like-
villagers. It's like and then when it kills it, it's like
It like screams, dude. It's really like terrible.
Yeah.
Joe, were you still saying
It's
something?
not terrible as a villager sound.
I like carrot farms because you don't have to cook them, and it gives you multiple, and they don't take that long to grow.
Interesting.
So I like,
Whoa,
and
alright,
they,
stop,
and
stop.
they're like they're still at controllable because they only give you 2.
Mhm.
So I like to have like carrots and then some steak. So like I have like a small cow farm and then like a carrot farm.
Is it worth
That's
it to
usually how
waste
I do it.
resources to get a pet?
Ooh, that's a good question. By the way, I hope you guys are realizing this. All these questions that we're asking can be applied to real life too, which is why I think Minecraft is such a great game because, like, all these questions about, well, is it okay to like attack or kill another player, or what is rich,
Because
or
that's a choice. You have a few seconds to make the choice. Some of these questions.
right? But
Like,
I'm
if there's a
saying,
player who's going to like on your team who's going to kill you, is it allowed to kill them? So you only have a few seconds to make this choice. So you might not make the best one.
right? And what I'm saying is, all of these questions here, they apply to our real lives too. So that's why I think Minecraft is a great game to like teach and learn about how we're gonna answer these questions for ourselves in
I think
lives
if
outside
it's
of
okay to kill people, like, you know it's probably not okay to kill people, but is it okay to, like, backstab people when you're, like...
Right, I'm not suggesting that any of us are gonna actually kill a real person in real
Yeah.
life, but what I'm saying by that is, like, you know, yes, that's a good example. Like, could I just like backstab this person or steal something out of their chest or like backpack in this sense? You know what I mean? Sorry, go ahead.
well, it kind of you may not like. I think that steak is kind of more important than bread because, like, you know, to breed cows or anything, you need wheat to breed cows. So, would you rather have like a few pieces of bread or 1,000 pieces of steak? Because when you
Good.
breed
That-
cows, it makes all those little baby cows, and then they just grow up.
No, that's a good point because this is. I'll come to you next time. This is a thing that actually transfers to real life because in real life it's much harder to sustainably farm meat than it is to sustainably farm wheat or vegetables.
But
or
how do we get meat? That's first of all. You kill animals in real life?
Right, you kill animals, but also you have to have places where those animals live, and you have to feed them, and you have to give them space, right? So I mean that takes up a lot of resources. So it's actually a lot more sustainable to be a vegetarian in real life, which also kind of sounds like it is in Minecraft, except the benefit of not being a vegetarian in Minecraft might be better than it is in real life.
Because you can't eat vegetables in Minecraft.
And in real life, you have, when you trap pigs in real life, like they have to be inside a fence that they can't run around.
And in
Because
real
they'll
life,
like
you have this
they'll
thing of
lose weight, and then
gruesomeness
you
when
get
kill something.
you'll get less pork because they'll lose weight, and then you'll get less pork in real life. So that's why you need to trap them in like one little teeny fence.
All right, Timo, go ahead, man. Sorry. You sure?
Well, no. The thing is that you have a totally.
Who wants candy?
Well, if you have
What
a
kind?
9x9 wheat farm with just one
Lemon
water
heads.
source, you get way more wheat than it takes.
I just said I
Guys, hold on a second. Timo, I'm sorry. Scott, we're doing something in here, man. It's very disruptive when you come in and say who wants candy, and we're trying to have a discussion. Okay? I appreciate you trying to share, man, but
The thing is that you have an overflow of wheat. Pretty much always when you're only using it to make a cow farm. Also, cookies.
yeah.
Sure, steak is so great because it gives you 4.
Mhm.
Meat gives you 8.
8? Really?
No, because every time you make it, you get 8 cookies.
Yeah, you have to eat it 8 times.
Yeah, that's another part. How long it takes to eat it. Like if you're in the middle
But
of a
then
fight
Yeah,
and
but
if you have to restore a bunch, then you have to.
Then you get into health potions.
I don't like using meat to eat. I rather eat carrots or cookies because you're always at that state of being able to regenerate.
Yeah.
When meat, you don't want to waste it. Just
Yeah, you
get
wait,
too hungry,
exactly.
so you wait for 4 hunger, and you can't regenerate till then.
How about golden apples?
You won't need to eat during a fight because you'll have started with full
How
health.
about golden apples though?
Those are very
Well, they're
important.
great, of course, but they're not easy to get.
Ah.
It went on sleep, I think.
They're not really
Oh.
that
It doesn't go on sleep, does it? Oh, your computer
Hey,
does.
you know that sometimes, well, kind of steak is hot.
Hey, Luca, I might need my charger back, man.
Oh.
Well,
alright.
no, it's okay. It's got enough battery for now. Don't
The
worry.
thing is with
Brian, that's your Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
the thing is with meat, you have to cook it, and it takes a while. So carrots are. That's not that much of a disadvantage because that gives you a speed. But
Well, the interesting.
But
Oh,
the
sorry.
thing is with eating, the thing is with that battle thing you're talking about is you don't lose that much hunger from attacking things that you, if you ate cookies a lot in between battles, you'd start with full health.
I
By
think
the
the
way,
day-mind ratio is very non-realistic, and so also the hunger-losing day ratio is also non-realistic.
You're saying how fast you lose hunger compared
Yeah,
to the
and
day?
how fast you mine, because usually you mine like 1 block, well, the equivalent of 1 block in real life in like 1 day.
And then also, it's kind of like carrots are easier to get than meat because first things first you have to go kill cows, get the meat, come home, and then cook them. But with carrots, you can just plant them and then you can just take them, replant them, and then eat them, end of story.
Oh, I think carrots are actually harder, dude. I've only ever seen 1 carrot the entire time I've been playing
Village?
survival.
Village?
I've never found a village, and I killed 1 zombie, which randomly dropped
I
it.
got a
Yeah,
village. Like, I wanted a
and then
small
you ate
island.
Yeah, I think I ate it.
I wanted to do a
Oh,
small
I'm a noob.
And I wanted a small island, but what happened? So I wrote in the seed capital S and small, and then capital I and island, 1 word, and I kind of got this amazing seed. It was such a good seed. That's where I built that castle with Aiden on, and also check it out that seed.
Alright, relax.
I've been getting good seeds. Like one of them has a village with carrots in it.
we don't need not relevant to
They're
philosophy.
they're just saying you're getting off topic a little bit, man. Sorry to cut you off. I want to go to Jackie and then Jer.
I'm just saying these come good seeds.
Alright,
Alright,
good
we
luck
got
with
you.
the seed,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I can
play them.
Go ahead, dude.
Why do you have to choose one
What do you mean?
between like carrots and cookies? And
Oh, you don't. You don't. I'm not suggesting that. What I was saying though, like for example, I've never eaten potato, spider eyes, fish, salmon, puffer fish,
You never want
cookies,
to eat
cake,
Goldfish?
puffer fish.
or pumpkin pie or melons. I've never even seen most of
Can
those
we move on
things.
to the next question now?
We're not really
I've
done.
ate spider eye before.
I've
I
seen
ate
them.
I ate spider eye before and it poisons you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Alright, Jer, go ahead.
I just want to go to what Douglas was saying about like mining and stuff. Well, imagine if it took like as much time as it takes in real life to mine. How boring would that be? And plus,
That's why you cave.
in real life, do blocks fly?
Do they fly?
just
No, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
Like dragon.
No, there's many aspects of Minecraft that aren't real,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Chod
Creepers.
Ender dragon,
Hey,
withers.
you should create a no cheats world. A hashtag no cheats in hardcore world.
Alright, maybe. I only have one more question that I wanted to cover today for sure, and that, yeah, thanks, Kai. And then if you guys have other stuff, I'll open it up. But my last question was about the transition between Minecraft and doing other things, because I've started to experience this now, where like, especially this winter when it was really cold and we were like in the library playing for like 3 hours, like I want to know, how does it feel when we are playing, like physically and mentally? Like, are you aware of like differences in your body or your brain?
I
when
just
you
feel
play
like
Minecraft?
I'm really addicted and
I got one more thing for the vegetarian kind of.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's
I just feel like I'm really addicted and I don't really think of anything else unless it's something about Lego sets and my birthday. And I just think about Minecraft basically. I think about if I'm gonna kill someone, I'm gonna kill a zombie, and if I'm gonna make battle. Sometimes I just get really scared, even though it's not happening in real life.
And one more thing I wanted to.
I feel kind of emotional in Minecraft.
Alright, Luke, I'll come back to you because we're on a different topic now.
I find. What was your question?
The question is how are you aware of how your body or like your mind feels differently when you're playing?
I find that there is some foods to me that I am because I use the bathroom pretty much when I'm playing it.
Interesting. What about
I leave because I'm noticing it.
Go ahead, dude.
I just wanted to, I wanted to say that in the fish section, there should also be goldfish.
Oh, okay, I forgot one.
You can't eat those.
Yeah, you can eat those. Half heart. Half
Okay.
hungry rather.
Clownfish.
Clownfish. Yeah. Clownfish. Sorry, not goldfish. My
'Cause
bad.
here's like a thing that I've noticed when I'm playing.
When Megapath installed this region, did they leave behind a router, like password and access IP or anything?
They did. Geva knows it. I don't know.
He's on the phone saying that you
Oh.
thought you knew where it was.
The guy did leave it.
On like a box or something?
Yeah, there was like a box with like some stuff in it, and it was right by the Kanban table.
We're both recalling now
It's
that it
right
was
there.
written
I
on a
understand.
box that the modem came in, but
Um,
I don't see the box.
Where was I? Oh
I
yeah,
have to search
the way I
for it.
feel. So like, I find that like my vision gets weird. Like I get like out of focus. So like one night I was playing with Douglas. Actually, I was babysitting Douglas, and we played a survival world, and it was kind of like late at night.
We played Herobrine Return.
Yeah, we played Herobrine's Return first, and like that one was like really intense because there was like always mobs around all the time, and we always had like objectives, and we played for like maybe like I don't know 2 hours or something like that. And then when we got off, I was all like my vision was all out of focus, and I felt really weird for like the rest of the night, and I couldn't shake it off. And I don't know. I don't know
I
why.
kind of felt like.
Delusional.
Okay. Go ahead, Tilla.
For me, I think that's because of the lighting of computer screens.
Yeah, I don't think it's all because of the game of Minecraft. I think just looking at a computer screen for that long will do that to you. But also, I think there's something to the fact that Minecraft is so immersive, and that like you have so many objectives and so many, you can get so deeply into it, you know, that when you like disconnect yourself from it, there's that moment where you're just kind of like, you know, like you're not quite all the way back yet. Does that make sense? Have you guys seen The Matrix yet? Have you guys, like,
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
What?
I would watch the Matrix. Oh, Matrix.
Well,
What
you
if we
take
watch The Matrix later?
That's
the
cool,
red
man.
melon
He wants to watch
or
Spider-Man, and I said I would do.
Yeah,
the yellow puffer fish.
That's right. Well, anyway, I just
poison you.
Dude.
if you guys like, by the way, if you guys like this topic, we gotta wrap it up for today. But I can make Minecraft a continuing topic for next week.
This is what Luca was trying to
I
say.
think we kind of talked mostly
I wanted to talk more about
about
servers.
most of the.
About what?
I've got chicken, gives you
And
hunger.
like culture of
Rocket
servers.
Splash gives you hunger.
No, good.
Yeah. No, I don't. You
You
should,
got Kelowna on today?
Ryan, you should host a hardcore world, no cheats.
Well, only sometimes.
Douglas, we can begin talking about that next time if you want. Kai, can you please clean up your orange peel?
You know clownfish?
Thanks, guys. Awesome job today.
You know that clownfish makes a potion? A clownfish makes water. Say that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I just had an idea.
Clownfish.
Wait, I had an idea. Have you
pufferfish,
philosophized about Pokemon?
No.
That'd be perfect. You know, like how people always say that it's wrong to keep them in your
Little
Pokemon.
balls and
Yeah.
stuff. Cool, man. I'll do that next time if you want.
that'd
I
be
would
so fun.
request
Lucas.
if you want to do that. Kai, what are
It's
you doing?
pufferfish that makes the potion.
Get some ideas.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, you're trying to go online?
I thought you said
It's not
clownfish.
working still. Yeah, just
Oh, yeah,
if
that's
you have
really
like
well.
questions or like, you know, a few
Ryan,
things
I
you
meant
think
to
would be
say
important to talk
pufferfish,
about,
alright?
just like come with those. Okay.
Pufferfish makes water breathing.
Wow, what happened?
Actually, wait, I want to take a picture of this.
And you know
Kai, did you
respiration
close
makes you
the-
breathe longer underwater also. No, I didn't.
Okay, wait, leave it right there. Leave it right there. I want to take a picture of it before I erase everything.
Man, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture too.
Talking about pets, and why it would be worth it. I think if you didn't have a pet, and you're all alone on survival world, you'll eventually go crazy if you play too much.
Wait, make another picture. Respiration makes
Second,
you
I'm gonna make
wobble
a picture of it too.
That's my fact, anyways. It's also more
Yeah,
goals.
there's a glare if you go
Yeah, if I
straight
go
on.
over here.
Yep.
I think it's completely worth it to get a pet in Minecraft. Otherwise, you'll go crazy.
No, yeah, I mean, if you're playing by yourself, certainly.
And imagine if you're
They're
alone in the
trying to
wilderness in
multiplayer.
real life.
Because I can only play like
Right.
20 minutes of
Otherwise
single
you'll go
player,
crazy.
and then I get really bored because I have nobody to, type to.
Did you guys talk about what we were talking about to do with Minecraft? Like building a compassionate community in Minecraft?
That's kind of off topic.
We were talking about the cooperation versus competition.
I
and
kind
which is
of
better.
joined in right when that ended. So.
Yeah, Lisa, we were
Stop
talking
it!
about in Minecraft, is it better to be cooperative or to compete, right? And like when is it time to compete, when is it time to cooperate, and like what are the benefits of approaching it from those two different ways?
And I can tie that in when we talk about the compassion games and
It's
things.
more fun to be competitive.
Right, it is a game, right? So like that's part of it. But I think it's cool though that all of these things we talked about today are like real life questions too, you know?